Kojima Productions recently attended this year's Tokyo Game Show and held a special stage event for Death Stranding 2 on the beach, its upcoming sequel to the 2019 action-adventure Courier Sim. While there wasn't exploration, combat, or stealth gameplay, the 90-minute panel provided several new details, including introductions to old and new characters. As with everything director Hideo Kojima works on, there were plenty of potential hints and clues for the story. Let's delve into 10 big things revealed during the events and what fans can look forward to when it launches next year. Mild spoilers follow for the first game, so be warned. Tarman. Though we've seen him before, we finally learned more about Tarman, voiced by Marty Roan and portrayed by George Miller of Mad Max fame. He's not only a doctor, as seen when working with Fragile in a previous trailer, but also a geophysicist and the pilot and captain of the DHV Magellan. Furthermore, just like Fragile and Sam, he suffers from dooms, level currently unknown. How exactly he's manipulating the tar, if that's what he's doing, is a mystery. However, a tar cat perches on Tarman's shoulders, which is somewhat cute.
あそこの操縦装置がタール潮流とつながっている。だから艦内でもここだけ濃度が高いの。
ようこそよろしくサム。このままで悪いが今は手が離せないんだ。
一人でこの船。
ああ。
Traveling through the tar with the Magellan. The tar from the first game manifested most frequently while Sam attempted to escape or battled beached things. However, the DHV Magellan's navigation console offers a direct connection to it, allowing the ship to travel through the current, submerged just beneath the Earth's surface. As convenient as it is, the downside is that the crew is bathed in chiralium. Can prolonged exposure to this cause chiralium contamination? Not in doom sufferers like Fragile, Sam, and Tarman, but potentially in other characters. We've seen Ellie Fanning's character remaining outside the helm in some screenshots, listening unbeknownst from a distance, perhaps to avoid contamination, though there are other ways to deal with it. It's hard to say, but it's still something to note. Also, since tar is essentially the beach, could the Magellan encounter unique locations while traversing through it, or even run into BTs? There's a lot of potential for surprises, and we're all for it. Dollman.
はじめまして、サム。
人形？
え、何？人形？人形じゃない。よく見てほしい。私は生きているぞ。
Of course, it's unlikely that chiralium contamination affects puppets, particularly Dollman. As the second new character in the sequel, he's voiced by Jonathan Romy and portrayed by Faith Akin. Fragile reveals that Dollman used to be a mystic but became trapped in his current body and lost his abilities. While the rest of his past is shrouded in mystery, he accompanies Sam and even has a run-in with Higgs later, as seen in the previous trailer. Based on his reaction, Dollman isn't too fond of the latter, contorting his face in monstrous ways. Tomorrow. The Tokyo Game Show special stage event also offered our first look at Tomorrow, voiced and portrayed by Elle Fanning. She's from the realm of the dead per Dollman. Of course, eagle-eyed fans will remember the title of episode 15 from the first game. Tomorrow is in your hands, leading to suggestions that she's the grown-up Lou. How did she escape from the world of the dead? Does it have something to do with how Higgs returned? Rainy. The other new cast member is Rainy, voiced and portrayed by Shiroi Kutsuna. Aside from being pregnant, we know pretty much nothing about her. When she joins Tomorrow, Sam, and Dollman in singing "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head," it's hard not to picture the timefall, the rain which causes everything in contact with it to age. Perhaps Rainy's connection to this is being named after the phenomenon, but with a more sunny disposition. There's also the question of the child's father, which, as with many Kojima-related things, we'll need to wait and find out for ourselves. Hartman Returns. One of the biggest surprises from the reveal is that Hartman is back, that too with heart-shaped glasses. What more could you ask for? Actor Darren Jacobs previously said he didn't have a part to play in the sequel, but that seems to have been misdirection as he returns alongside Nicholas Winding Refn, who lends his likeness to the character. This time, Hartman has a support unit, an exoskeleton of sorts which allows him to sleep standing up, meaning he can die as usual and remain in a safe position before being revived. However, previous game players will remember that Hartman gave up visiting the beach at the end, but here, we see him discussing an upper beach reference frame and providing coordinates. Perhaps there's some new purpose to this beach visit. Either way, it's also revealed to have been some time since he and Dollman interacted. Photoshoot Event. One of the more curious events in Death Stranding 2 is the photoshoot. Using what seems to be a Polaroid camera, Sam takes pictures of Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow in different locations. The three are just posing and having fun with some cryptobiode plushies. While it may come across as something purely for laughs, Kojima said it can impact the story. How, as usual, is the question, but you have to admit, the animation work, the lighting and shadows in the photoshoot, it's all impeccable. Separate photo mode confirmed. Of course, there will be a regular photo mode, which is good news since the first game had to wait several months to get it in a post-launch update. Further details haven't been revealed, but we have seen images where Sam and Dollman pose with Tomorrow, Fragile, and Rainy, though that could be part of the photoshoot event. Horizon Dreamer and the Dancing Dollman. Another event involves Dollman and singer Daiichi Miura. Essentially, if you go to a private room and perform a certain action, a group of Dollmen will manifest behind the singer and dance together to the beat of Horizon Dreamer. The song has been created specifically for Death Stranding 2 and should be available on streaming services at this time of writing. It's probably best to avoid questioning its purpose, especially given everything else in the game, but consider it a fun little interaction if nothing else. Release date announcement in 2025. Of course, at the end of it all, one has to wonder, when is it out? Director Hideo Kojima addressed this, stating, translation via Gametsu, while we haven't announced the release date yet, we naturally already have one set. The plans are in place. Although production is progressing towards the goal, various factors could affect the timing of the release. While the exact window is unknown, he reiterated that it's still coming out in 2025. Furthermore, the actual date will be announced at some point next year. Kojima stated back in March that filming and recording are complete, with the title currently in the adjustment phase. At TGS, he confirmed, development isn't done, but I feel confident, and it's turning out to be even weirder than the first one. We're making it with the sense of, is there really a game like this out there? Based on everything we've seen thus far, it's safe to say that Kojima Productions has accomplished its goals. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.